Wally Lang from New York City, New York. Graduated from Horace Mann High School, exchange student from Rice University, where I majored in earth science, and I chose Jacobs because it is foreign, diverse, and exciting, actually.
All right, I'm Bradley Leatherwood from Atlanta, Georgia. Graduated from Atlanta International School. I chose Jacobs because it's new, diverse, and the price was right.
I'm Jasmine Moore. I'm from Brazil, Indiana. I went to Northview High School, and I chose Jacobs because it was international, it had a vibrant community, and for the financial aid. So, good food, beer, and the train/easy transportation.
The international culture is definitely, I mean, I sound like a broken record probably, but it's interesting, and it's nice because then you sort of collect friends from all across the world. So then if you want to start traveling, you know people in places, and so you can maybe stay with them or have them show you around. And that's actually really interesting because then you start thinking about traveling places that you maybe never thought of before.
I also think it's a good thing to understand that learning can take place outside of the classroom as well as inside the classroom. So maybe definitely an open mind, a curious mind to learn from different people, because there are so many different people here, and it's such a unique opportunity to be able to sit down in a room and have 12 people, 12 different countries with 12 different perspectives on one issue, and just learn how other people will approach the same problem. And a lot of times you'll figure out that maybe a different way of approaching a problem is a better way of approaching a problem.
Motivated. You have to be motivated to want to be a part of the community. It's very easy to be a part of the community, but you should be motivated to be there and be pleasant while you're there. Also, you need to be motivated for academics, because it is a lot of work. It's work that you can do, but you have to be motivated to do so. I just finished directing a theater show called The Complete Works of William Shakespeare Abridged, and this year it was, it was the first time we ever had an actual set that we built and we painted. We got costumes for the Bremen Shakespeare Company, we bought props, we made props, and so it was an actual theater production. And it was really fun to do, and the theater community on campus is growing. The theater itself is only a year and a half old. The students built it themselves. And that's the thing here on campus is, if a student really wants to do something, they can take the initiative and they can do it. I wanted to do the show. I told Renee Wells here on campus, he's in charge of this type of stuff. I told him, hey, I think this would be a really good idea. He said, okay, do it. I will give you some advice if you have any questions, but go ahead and do it. We'll put it in the schedule. So if you have an idea for a club, it's really easy to be like, hey, I think this is a good idea. Here's why I think is a good idea. Here's what I would need from you. Here's people who say they would join this club. And the school is really good at helping you out with that.
So I guess if you're preparing to come to Germany at Jacobs, part of the culture shock that you might experience, there are no water fountains in this entire country.
Just be mature, and I guess coming here, you have to have a certain mentality. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do here that you can't do in the United States that you probably care about, such as maybe drinking. And just be mature, and don't take things too quickly.
My advice is, you're in Europe, take advantage of that. When in my first semester, my roommate and I said, let's go somewhere. So we went on Ryanair. We found a country that neither one of us had been to, and in the middle of November, we went to Oslo. Okay, I don't recommend going to Oslo in the middle of November. It's a little dark and cold, but it was still fun. It's a great experience, and I now I've been to Norway, where I'd never had that experience before. So be willing to do spontaneous things. That's what I would say. You'll get so many experiences and meet so many people, and yeah, it's great.